Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, light keepers of the crystal arc of the new Lemurian timeline. Happy, powerful, full harvest moon in Pisces. We are having more intense waves of higher gamma plasma light flowing into this realm in the last 24 hours. These came in as amplitudes 37, 40, and 33 Hz on the Schumann charts. Another 37 code of heaven on earth. Great Spirit speaks in symbols, signs, and synchronicities. Shamans call omens. These appear and download into our consciousness in infinite ways. Today is also Kin 20, yellow resonant sun on the Mayan calendar. The date is encoded with the 222 gateway, and we are also in a galactic activation portal, which is a Pakal Votan Claire sign day, as transmitted by the great central sun, Hunab Ku. As children of the sun, we are resonating with the higher octaves that are being sent to Mother Earth from Solaris. The clear light of bliss is emanating from our still center to bring all into harmony of the cosmic spheres. Enlightenment is our natural state of being. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose, just right. In these powerful days of transformation, all is coming to fruition from the great works of our ground crew team of the 144. The Holy Trinity, encoded in the threefold flames of our heart centers, are being fully illuminated with source light. The flames of all colors of the electromagnetic spectrum are raising as we transmit these rays deep into the crystalline core of Gaia and out into the field to assist our Great Mother and all her children in this galactic ascension process. We rise into the heavenly glory of the golden sun, blazing within the middle temple in the heart center of all star blossoms of the new earth. With the power of our pure awareness, we stay centered and anchored into this timeline and dimension as we bring all into unity, into the kingdom of heaven within. The mirror of the mind reflects all perfectly as we allow our highest self to embody our sacred vessels. In this becoming, we live as Christed beings of true life in this now to transcend and transform this world into the paradise it has always expanded to be. Aho! And with these powerful waves coming in, we had many powerful earth changes and activations all over this realm. We had more massive flooding all over Pachamama. India today, West Bengal, massive floods. Severe flooding in Alabama. In Africa, Chad, 250,000 across 400 villages were affected. And more flooding in India, Uttar Pradesh, and West Bengal. Also more powerful eruptions today of the volcano on La Palma, Canary Islands of Spain. And real quick, La Palma, meaning Island of the Palms. We're going to discuss briefly in today's transmission this sacred portal. But the palm, meaning palm tree, but also the palm of the hand. Our palms are sacred portals to our heart center and out into the ends of the cosmos. These are gateways, portals. We also call Einstein-Rosen bridge wormholes. Also, soles of the feet are portals, crown, Hoyin, and the three Dantians. All portals in our physical vessel, doorways, are connected to all the sacred portals on Pachamama and to all the suns of every galaxy in the universe and into the multiverse. It's all connected like a massive hologram. One piece is the whole. We also had many activations all over Pachamama with 105 and 1.5 or greater earthquakes. We had 105, 15, 15, 15 of the 6.6 most powerful 6.0 Hokkaido, Japan on the Ring of Fire, opening the portal of the 666. This is the Christos code, the true 666, not the false that the dark overtook and converted to their negative perception, projection, programming, whatever you want to call it. They take everything good and turn it to something false. Negative 444 coming in. But you and I and our team convert it back to the light, to that which is right, to the good, to the God, to Source, to the Christos consciousness, Buddha awareness, pure awareness, our true nature. Earlier today, Chile, South America, spine of Pachamama, Andes Mountains 4.1, Chalice, Idaho again today 3.8, Dominican Republic 3.8, Atlantean Energy 1212 Portal 33 of Mastery, which also appeared on the Schumann charts today. Another activation, Chile 4.2, south of Fiji Islands, right on the Tropic of Capricorn 4.5, Council of 9 coming in, very deep, 556 kilometers depth. Hokkaido, Japan, another activation 4.4, Divine 44, fourth dimension of fourth density. British Virgin Islands 3.7, another 37 code, 73 into the 37, bridging heaven to earth. Chile, a Trinity triple activation 4.3, 17 kilometers depth, 17 source, Quell, Q 3.0, Gulf of Alaska, Crown of Lemuria, and the root chakra of Pachamama, again, South Sandwich Islands. Every day we're receiving activation as the Kundalini, rising, activating, expanding, 4.7. Fiji, another 4.4 activation, 597 kilometers depth, 8.8 portal, Lionsgate, the Royal Lyrans of the new Lemuria coming in. Cruz Grande, Mexico, 4.6, Oaxaca, Mexico 4.2, Peru, South America, also Andes Mountains, 4.3, Chile, 2 more activations, 5.1, 4.4, Indonesia, Ring of Fire, another 4.5, Council of 9 Energy, Kermadec Islands, 5.2, Tonga, 5.8, right on the Ring of Fire, on the Tropic of Capricorn also. This Capricornian energy being activated. South Sandwich in the root chakra, again 5.4, Council of 9, connecting to you now, to your heart center. Then the most powerful in Hokkaido, Japan, 6.0 today. Aleutian Islands 3.8, Puerto Rico 3.8, Pahala, Hawaii, in the heart of Lemuria 3.6, another 9.999. British Virgin Islands 3.9, 12 Divine Feminine, and Indonesia 4.9, 13 of the Goddess, Indonesia 4.9, 2 4.9s right in a row, 1313 portal, another 4.4 into the 8, Bridgeport, California 3.0, 7 kilometers depth, 37 into 73, raising Earth to the holiest temples of the heavenly gates. And then go through and through and through until full compression breakthrough. My queen has me totally lit up today, so you're going to feel it. Just allow the energy to rise up through your spine, out the crown, back around the electromagnetic field, the Merkaba, the toroidal field. It's being activated now. Feel into it. Let it rise up through the spiral, rise up through the vortex to the highest peak. To the greatest peak of experience and the highest peak of the most holy mountain, Kunlun. In the middle, this is divine feminine energies. Also, we have some new codes coming in on the Schumann charts. I haven't had much time to interpret, but real quick, they're starting to appear like a ladder. Jacob's ladder, this is the new spiraling DNA, the activation of the 12 strands, bringing it to the center. Also coming in, St. Elmo's fire. This is the purple fire, the purple rain, the violet rays. And St. Elmo's fire also activate when you get struck with a seedy activation from the thunder beings, lighting up your whole vessel, the luminous sphere, the purple into the gold into the white flame of source, code, creator. The heat is on. Feeling it coming through and through. So smile, 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 ground, ground, ground. And simply let go and allow it to carry you to source, the sound, the frequency, the resonance, the light. Let us continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now, the moon is at 29 degrees, 42 minutes Pisces. The sun is at 28 degrees, 21 minutes Virgo. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 29 degrees Virgo, A man gaining secret knowledge from an ancient scroll he is reading, and the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 0 degrees Pisces. A majestic rock formation resembling a face is idealized by a boy who takes it as his ideal of greatness, and as he grows up, begins to look like it. We've heard that story before from astrologyweekly.com. Grandmother Bear coming in. She Heyoka wants us to have a good time and laugh. Keep laughing. Laugh your way to freedom, she says. Light that heart center up with great joy, bliss, love. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the tarot deck, Dreams of Gaia, from Raven Phelan. And the card she pulled for you today, of course, another fire card to light you up. Card 4 of fire. Keywords: action, concentration, focused, energy, application, practice, increased skill, impetus, work ethic. The key phrases: focused mind, emotion, and deliberate action, creating impetus and momentum, establish a good work ethic, establish a creative process, devote time to regular practice, be willing and prepared, pay your dues. Something is falling short of its target, meaning the 4 of fire is symbolic of focused mind, emotion, and deliberate action that once applied lend impetus and momentum. It means acting with both skill and accuracy, and establishing a work ethic or creative process that is a reflection of both. It is about focusing on the task at hand, making it the center of your attention, and not allowing distractions that cause us to lose sight of our target or objectives. The 4 of fire represents showing discipline by devoting regular time and energy to repeated practice and application, which in turn increases skill and ability, and in doing so makes one's actions more confident and therefore faster. Goals manifest faster, and outcomes are achieved with less energy wasted. With time and practice, a process can become as natural as breathing, and mistakes become fewer. Unlike other animals, humans are not born with the innate knowledge required to survive. To survive, we must be both willing and prepared to learn. A baby first crawls, then walks, and then learns to run. That same baby cannot run before it has learned to crawl and walk. We learn primarily through a process of repetition and practice. Without repetition and practice, we may be able to learn the rudiments of a new skill, but we cannot become brilliant or accomplished at it, even if we are naturally gifted. If the 4 of fire appears in a reading, it signifies the importance of focus, dedication, discipline, and practice on a physical level. It suggests that we concentrate now and do what needs to be done. The way we improve and achieve things faster is by devoting our attention and focus to practice. There is no such thing as an overnight success. You must first pay your dues. To be the best takes time. And now a quick quote from our divine brother of the light, Dr. Walter Russell, one of the greatest geniuses that ever existed. All motion is curved, and all curvature is a spiral. In this meaning, all things spiral around a still center. It is like the fulcrum of a lever. If that lever does not have a still center, you would not be able to pull that lever or move it. So from that still center, all energy, vibration, resonance rotates out from that still center and returns back to that still center in a pattern motion of stillness into motion, or emptiness into form, back into emptiness into form. That is the quanta, the quantum, and that is the process of this ascension into the stillness as we rise, and then back into the stillness within as we anchor through this great ascension process. That's why the levity rising up as we anchor deeper. The deeper in you go, the higher up you flow. That is important gnosis of this great ascension process. If you want to learn more about this, read Walter Russell's book, The Secret of Light. Very powerful writings. And now from Divine Sister of the Light, Dea Cosmic Blu-ray 9/20/21 333-11-3. Transformation is happening now. Trust that this experience is for your self, soul, evolution. What is the solution to avoid physical, emotional, mental, spiritual chaos and confusion? To know is more than to believe or having faith, hope, and wishes. Go within and let your heart show you the simple mystery of an answered prayer. Ask that your higher self to be sovereign and fully embodied. Stay in your heart, and you will realize that during the recovery phase, there will be opportunities for you to use any insecurity to empower the new self. Listen to your heart's wisdom and take actions that bring you balance. This is just the beginning, as the full moon magic is in the air. Declaration: I am the way, the truth, and the light. Equal 333. I am one with the galactic light guardian families and angelic star nations, fully aligned within the unified field of the all-one sacred sun, source eternal consciousness. Within the absolute divine intention, action, and mission, as I set the planet Terra and humanity free through the full disclosure event, I command this in the cosmic sovereign right and freedom for all eternal life forms, through all timelines and system density layers. I resolve and resign from the false control matrix game completely. I claim my right to reinstate our divine blueprint and cosmic memory records, and all the layers of our universal families returned to be unified in the truth vibration, liberated, sovereign, and free now. So be it, and so it is. In oneness of grace, love, and peace to all. The Cosmic Blu-ray Council, and Guardian of the Mother Ark. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Rick Jewers. The plasma is swirling, divinely prepared and ready for the sealing after the anchoring, tethering in of the 5D grid today by many. Individually anchor in today the white light connected to the 5D grid at any time that you are guided. Then set the command for it to ripple out all over Gaia, Terra, at ground zero. As you can see, this is real. Love and Light Rick. Solar storm cloud. A storm is brewing on the sun. High above sunspot AR2871, magnetized clouds of plasma are swirling in a tempest more than 300,000 kilometers wide. The cloud traces an unstable network of magnetic fields overlying and surrounding sunspot AR2871. Although the sunspot just emerged over the sun's southern limb, it's not new. We've seen it before. AR2871 is actually old sunspot AR2860, returning after a 2-week trip around the far side of the sun. During its previous appearance in late August, the sunspot produced 1 M-class flare and 21 C-class flares. Today's storm cloud could portend even more eruptions. So we're really feeling this energy building up, ready to release and ready to expand. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Graham Forscut, September 20 full moon, golden ratio astrology. Earth and moon align with trans-Neptunian 5D archetypes, Manwe, communication networking, and Borasisi, 5D community reps. Earth plus moon also align with asteroids Poseidon, capital of Atlantis, Sumer, Orion family in Mesopotamia, and the asteroid named after the Arctic mystery school of the Hyperborean Collective, aka Positive Atlanteans. While opposite Earth-Moon, we find the asteroid Pico de Terre, Canary Islands, Atlantean, Pyramid Libraries, and Centaur, Riphonos, designated driver protector. 108 degrees away from this full moon, we find the ecliptic node to star Antares, portal to Andromeda Galaxy. 108 degrees is an angle of the decagon, the Amenti, IM-10, Akashic records brought back from Andromeda. Asteroids Mount Ararat, genetics Noah, Gobekli Tepe, and Nefertiti, royal Rigelian bloodline, are also at this node. 108 degrees from Earth-Moon. Planet Mercury, researcher, communicator, author, is 36 degrees to galactic center. Asteroid DNA is passing 72 degrees, decagon node, from the galactic center node, real galactic federation, while asteroid Ceres, crone, grandmother, community, sustainability, is passing 144 degrees decanode to galactic center. Enjoy full moon drumming. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777, the last full moon of summer is happening on September 20th, 21st in the sign of Pisces. It is called the harvest full moon for a reason. We are collecting the harvest after a long period of growth and care. We have spent so much time planting the seeds, taking care of them, clearing the weeds from the seedlings, taking care of the soil, watering, etc. We have put so much energy into the process of growth, and now it is time to enjoy the abundance of the harvest season. Enjoy your own success and be proud of yourself for sticking with the process, the ascension process. Although it was not easy at all, you have come a long way, and now it feels like it is time for the final release, clearing of the weeds from the harvest. Full moons are always emotional because of the energy of endings, but this full moon is even more emotional because it's happening in Pisces. The collective energy can be dense and heavy and bring a lot of stress and anxiety into your life, weeds. Something that you don't need at all because you already have a lot on your plate with your own stuff. This means that you need to make sure to clear and release the collective energy you carry. Be mindful, observe, notice what is yours and what is not. If it is not yours, clear it out of your system and you will feel so much better. Use the healing, clearing energy of crystals, trees, mountains, fresh air, water. Ground yourself and release all the heavy, dense energy into the core of the earth. The September full moon is happening in Pisces, and it will be emotional, very emotional. You can expect old feelings and emotions arising from the depths, and need to cry all of a sudden out of nowhere. Even if you won't cry, you will feel a shift happen. The high-frequency energy that we are receiving into our systems for some days, weeks now, has prepared us for this transformation that is happening with the equinox, and the full moon will only make the process more powerful. If you allow yourself to feel it all, hidden truths, knowledge will be revealed. Even if you don't consciously understand its meaning, you will get a deep feeling of a shift that happened within your system. A feeling of emptiness, but also tingles within your body, your core. Emptiness, more peace, a void-like feeling that won't make you feel afraid, but will enable you to feel your true self within, in each cell. Feel into that energy. See your light, your power. You are an important anchor point and a connector, co-creator of the new relationships blueprint on this planet. Important changes are happening, and they will soon be seen in the physical too. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carrie Samuels. This is the most healing full moon of the year. Full moons occur when the sun and moon are opposite each other in the same degree. Our sun is in Virgo and the moon is in Pisces. These are both signs of service. Perhaps you are reevaluating how you want to be of service in the world, or perhaps you are finding ways that you can make your self-care a priority, recognizing that being of service doesn't always mean self-sacrifice. You may have significant revelations about how you want to be of service in the world and what talents you want to share. You can feel restless if you are not expressing your soul's true purpose. Listen to the emotions stirring inside of you. You are being guided toward your calling. Let go of your attachments to your security and set your sights toward your dreams. During the light of this full moon, let go of martyrdom, escapism, overgiving, delusions, fear of being psychic, fear of your intuition. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Laura Pleiadian. Full moon, September 20th, 2021. Magical shifts. This full moon on Monday, September 20th, for some of you this will be on the 21st, is at 8:54 p.m. ADT. This full moon is in Pisces and takes place close to the moments that Mercury trines Jupiter. All full moons are energetic and represent the cycle and ritual and the buildup of manifestation frequencies since the start of the cycle with the previous new moon. These cycles are daily also, birth with sunrise, symbolic death with sunset, as well as with each breath. Inhale new beginnings, exhale release, and the pause before the inhale and mini death, then the inhale begins again. Even now take a deep inhale consciously and notice how that feels. The more we connect to our feeling nature, the more we are aware of subtle changes and shifts throughout all bodies. mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. Mercury trine Jupiter, of course, is a frequency that penetrates all frequencies, as well as the central sun and more, interacting with our feedback frequency signature through your DNA. This is constant, even if unaware. In the quantum realm of all frequencies and through the void, we activate your original blueprint and DNA through this realm of all possibilities now. The full moon energy frequency carries one of news, good news, expansion, spiritual blessings, and more as potentials in the quantum field of all possibilities. This full moon is conjunct Neptune and opposite Mars. The great news is Mercury trine Jupiter has a more powerful impact. Mercury squared Pluto and Jupiter semi-sextile Pluto add to the main frequency impact in offering the ability to overcome and go through difficulties, coming out better than before, or more aware, or even more in your heart and expansion. Also on Wednesday, September 22nd, 2021, we have the fall equinox, and I will be sharing more on the sacred ritual and frequency of that, and we'll have activations for you, holding you in the realm of all possibilities, so as the magic in the stars become the conscious, as above so below, all now through the heart of pure love and divine bliss, from the newdivinehumanity.com, and from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. As we rise into the higher conscious awareness, where we live our soul truth, and thus live and experience life from a higher perspective, we are aware that nothing can happen to any soul unless the soul permits this to happen. At a higher level, the soul agrees to experience such in order to attain soul mastery and attain even higher degrees of unconditional love and illumination. Thus, prior to something happening in your life, you and all the other souls agree to participate in this. Souls agree to this so that they can teach each other and all gain lessons in mastery. Some souls may indeed choose pain, and some may choose terminal illness, to attain soul growth in ways we may not always understand. We in the highest state of mastery understand that there is nothing and no one to blame, nor to shame, nor anything to feel guilty of, nor to grieve for. When you start living and seeing life through the highest perspective, and from the higher soul self, you will see the soul's perfection before you and start seeing from the heart of love. Then your highest vision of the soul in question, and as you hold this vision of their higher soul self, it indeed manifests as your true vision of their perfective soul self allows them to embrace and live this as much as you live yours. In truth, all is one. We create our own experiences, and thus once consciously aware of this, we transcend the seeming brokenness and separation, as we all are one love, one heart, one being. The one is the many, and the many are one, from JudithKusel.com. And from the Order of the Star, Pisces full moon, September 2021. The full moon occurs at September 20th at 7:54 p.m. Eastern Time. Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, the beginning and the end, above and below. This sign is symbolized by two fish swimming in different directions yet connected. Pisces represents that which connects us all, the invisible thread linking atom to atom. Pisces is also life beyond death, life after life, the cosmic round. As Pisces full moon, boundaries are blurred, the mystical and the magical come to life, especially as this lunation conjoins ruler Neptune. Can you feel it in the air? It's natural to retreat, to step back, to embrace silence or quiet music. For some, this is a time of spiritual uplift, epic dreams, and beautiful creations. Others may cry, sob for what was once lost or never found. This is a moon of release and surrender. This full moon may be a culmination of events that began back in March when we had the new moon in Pisces. This is a soft, watery, malleable sign. Everything is shifting and changing, ebbing and flowing. The locomotive shape chart, led by the sun, suggests we're driven by a search for ourselves. Underneath the hush of waves is a constant refrain. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? We're lost, floundering in the ocean, unsure of where we are going. The opposing sun in Virgo tells us that we want to feel of use. We tinker with tasks, pick up problems, but we're riding an emotional high tide with Lord Neptune carrying us on his chariot. White horses kick and whinny, frothing hooves slashing at the peaceful escape we long for, but we can't escape. The Virgo sun keeps us with at least one foot in reality. Instead of struggling against the tide, we can surrender, float, see where the universe takes us. It may help to do a check-in, figure out what belongs to us and what doesn't. Psychic receptivity is acute, and it's hard to know where we end and another begins. Make time for relaxation, sleep, meditation, artistic pursuits, and spend time in nature. Attend to boundaries. Full moons are also good times to reflect on where you are in life and where you are headed. While the period between the new moon and the full moon is a time for setting and achieving goals, the period between the full moon and the next new moon is a time for letting go. Full moons are always a good time to put an end to unhealthy habits or lifestyle choices, so use this energy to your advantage. Full moons can also bring about climactic events and awaken us to powerful truths and realizations. The effects of a full moon usually last about 2 weeks until the new moon comes along and starts a new cycle. One of the gifts that the full moon gives us is an overwhelming desire to come alive. Whether that's bringing a passion front and center or finally making the decision to take a giant leap forward in a new direction that is fully aligned with our creative purpose. Pisces is connected to peace. Pisces is the space between breaths. Listen to your breath. Essentially, this month reminds us that we all come from the same source. The full moon in Pisces brings us in touch with our more spiritual side. Pisces puts us in touch with our more heartfelt, poetic side. We're more inclined to seek the meaning behind all of life's ups and downs. Our dreams are seemingly at odds with what we logically know to be true, but our wishes come into being when we combine the two. This aspect gives us the ability to dream big and to not allow the facts of our current reality to limit the power of our imaginations. Full moon in dreamy Pisces is all about turning our dreams into a reality. The full moon in Pisces is all about trusting the flow of the universe and letting our imagination soar. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. Blessed full moon family, illumination around legal matters and contracts are creating positive changes today. Masculine energies are being triggered to release the remaining bonds that are preventing supporting the feminine's natural, abundant nature. This process began in April 2021, stopping growth and movement forward, to focus on healing and purifying the seed point of these imbalances and traps. A new perspective for the masculine is surfacing due to triggers and purges that have been forcing a death and transformation process. Valuable lessons are learned, freeing you to enter your unified field of consciousness and wholeness. The equinox cycle we are completing has freed us from loops of relationships based on temptation and lack. You have used your masculine determination to take action in leaving these repeated patterns that were seeded from the Atlantean times. Completion to your ascension through only accepting the best, setting boundaries, saying no, and passing every initiation is here. Congratulations. Love and loyalty is the new way with the new, renewed partners, friends, soul family, and tribe. Continue aligning with these relationships that have the same core values as you. From Carolyn, Kundalini Twin Flames, and from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Full moon in Pisces. We reach the peak of the lunar cycle and an emotional high tide. Neptune sweeps us up in a watery embrace, and now we're lost in the middle of the ocean, boat bobbing, no land in sight. The moon's connection to Sedna promises protection, but also taps deep-seated insecurities. In this silent place, there's only the sound of waves. Feelings flood our consciousness. For some, this is a holy experience, uplifting, ecstatic, mystical, meaningful. For others, it's hard to tell where we end and another begins. Dreams rise up, ghosts whisper, skin tingles, psychic senses are open, barriers down. We drip tears from an unknown place, grieving for something that has no name. Maybe it doesn't even belong to us. And yet beyond sadness is the tantalizing promise of peace. We can't bargain with the gods. Everything will be okay when. There is no time like the present for peace. Close your eyes, tune in, ride the waves of your breath. The alchemy of your imagination transforms fear into faith, from LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon, Peace Time, today's galactic signature is Kin 20, Yellow Resonant Sun, a Pakal Votan Clear Sign Day, and a Galactic Activation Portal Day, notated by Hunab Ku. Yellow Resonant Sun guides and teaches us to directly experience the super luminosity of our essential being, our real self, by observing resonance and by being sensitive to intelligent vibrational energies that always surround us. This discernment allows us to cleanse and clear our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual channels. Yellow Resonant Sun encourages us to work with elements that support and reinforce our inner fire of light by being receptive to life's resonances and natural vibrational flow, which allows us to tune in and match vibrations. By doing so, we can and will arrive at unlimited options that elevate and redirect our existence, finding limitless pathways to right alignment. Our passion for life illuminates the way. Yellow Resonant Sun reminds us that this understanding allows us to access a state of attunement in which we are invited to serve as vessels of the mystic muse. The cauldron of creation is summoning us to voyage deeper into our primal being and honor the solar jewel, our great sun, free from inhibitions, inspired by the infinite potential of the present moment. Today, the vibrational energy of Pakal Votan invites us to attune our human instruments to the mystic muse as it flows through the conduits of our consciousness. Right alignment with the dream of the so-called reality allows us to access avenues of limitless inspiration. This communion is an invitation which simultaneously refuels and nourishes us both on a physical and subatomic level, which allows us to align ourselves as tools of divinity, capable of unlimited, grand acts of healing and restoration. Welcome to the electric dare moon of service. This is the third moon of the planetary service wave spell. The equinox occurs on the third day of this moon on Kin 22, white solar wind, Balon Ik. Note that the new spin Kin 1 began on September 1st. This means that the 30 days of September are synchronized with the first 30 days of the Tzolk'in. This moon's totem animal is the deer, reminding us of gentleness and staying attuned with nature. As we attune to the universal patterns of nature, we are entered into the awareness of the noosphere, the planetary mind made conscious. Current cycles recap as of the beginning of this moon. Year, 365-day cycle, year of the yellow electric seed. Spin, 260-day cycle, 48th spin since the beginning of the 13 moon dream spell count, 1987. Season, 65-day cycle, northern dog, season of love, white galactic spectrum. Castle, 52-day cycle, red, eastern castle of turning, court of birth. Moon, 28-day cycle, electric moon of service, how can I best serve? Wave spell, 13-day cycle, white wizard wave spell of timelessness. Noah's letter, 145, lawoftime.org. Moon 3 electric, moon, tone 3 within the yellow electric seed year planetary service wave spell. Stage 3 of the 13 stages of the manifestation of an enlightenment being. 3. Dharma teachings are immeasurable. I vow to master them all. Second dimensional sense pulsar, tones 3, 7, 11, 37 into 73. Enlightened beings who have thoroughly purified the mind in the second stage come to the third stage. One enters the third stage by 10 conscious focusings of the mind: purity, stability, disillusion, dispassion, non-regression, steadfastness, ardor, tirelessness, high-mindedness, and magnanimity. By consciously focusing the mind on these 10 things, one enters the third stage. The majority of the enlightening beings in this stage are Indras, chiefs of the celestial beings of the 37 heavens, capable, powerful, providing means of detaching beings from lust and desire, skilled in extricating beings from the mud of desire. Whatever the enlightening beings do, whether by charity, kind speech, beneficial action, or cooperation, their thoughts are always fixed on Buddha, the teaching, the community, enlightened beings, the practices of enlightening beings, the transcendent ways, the stages, the expertises, and unique qualities of Buddhas, including complete omniscience. To what purpose? To become the best of beings, unexcelled leaders and guides, and ultimately omniscient refugees. Information from 13 Bhumis, lawoftime.org, and corresponding excerpt from the Attavamsaka Sutra, Book 26. Cosmic quote for Moon 3, Day 1. When your mind is in the fourth dimension, the possibilities are endless. From 13 Moon, Peacetime.com, and from Harmonic Convergence 2020 through 2028, Full Moon Equinox Synchronization, Activation of Service. On the 13-month, 28-day calendar, we just completed the second month moon of 28 days of the year. During this past moon, we asked ourselves the question, what is our challenge? Today we are starting the third month, moon of the year, the electric moon of service, September 20th to October 17, 2021. Number 3 represents activation and bonding. During this 28-day window, we now have the chance to ask ourselves, what is our service? Harvesting balance. The entrance to this third moon of the year is synchronizing tonight with the harvest full moon and serving as preamble to the first equinox portal of this 13-moon year, second on the Gregorian calendar. The perfect moment when the sun passes directly over the Earth's equator, bringing equal day and night to both north and south hemispheres. Our ancient ancestors saw this window as a special time of communion with the cosmos, and built amazing temples and structures to mark and track these celebrations. This third moon is a special harmonic significance, considering that 1. It's synchronizing also with the celebrations of International Day of Peace around the world. 2. It's synchronizing with the celebrations of Indigenous Peoples Day, and a start of the Gregorian calendar count of October 15, 1582. 3. It's synchronizing with the tone of the year. This is therefore the electric moon of the electric seed year, the activation moon of the flowering of service year. 4. It's synchronizing with the completion of the first cycle of 20 days on the 1320 Tzolk'in matrix. 5. It's synchronizing with the harmonic convergence of 1987. How is this? According to the 1 kin equal 1 moon fractal count of 260 moons, this entire 13-moon planetary service wave spell is coded by kin 53, 1 Skywalker. Therefore, the last lunar moon corresponding to kin 54, 2 Wizard, and this entire third moon of service corresponds to kin 55, 3 Eagle. The harmonic convergence of 1987 took place on kin 55 plus 56. Time is art. 20 years, 1 generation. As mentioned above, on the galactic count, day 1 of this moon corresponds to kin 20, 7 Sun, closing the first column of the Tzolk'in matrix. The number 20 represents the base of the advanced vigesimal mathematical system devised by the ancient Maya. Number 20 is written as 1.0. It is therefore defined as the number of totality, 1, and was considered sacred. For many ancient cultures and traditions, 20 years is considered to be the span of 1 generation. The Maya revered these 20-year cycles and observed them as Ajah, Khatun cycles. Ajah is the 20th solar seal, and this cycle is observed every 20 solar years. In an analog way on the Mayan long count, each Baktun is comprised by 20 Khatun cycles of 20 Tun cycles of 360 days each, 100 days short of 20 years. Each Baktun is therefore equivalent to 20 generations. December 21st, 2012 marked then the completion of 13 cycles of 20 generations, each since the start of human civilization, 3113 BC. The 2020 through 2021 transition marks the flowering of the first generation of the third millennium of the current civil calendar. This is then a time inviting us to think about regeneration and envision a new future. To start the activation of the noosphere, the planetary field of mind, during this 28-day cycle, we want to invite everyone once again to tune in during this window and synchronize with the multiple celebrations taking place during this peace activation portal. Let's participate in building a strong field of mental harmony around the earth. From 13 months, 28 days.info. And from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 20, Yellow Resonant Sun. The number 7 is called Resonant, and its keywords are channel, inspire, and attune. The 7th day occurs bang in the middle of a wave spell, so it's a great day for checking your progress thus far and ensuring you are going in the right direction for the remainder of the wave spell journey, as the number 7 is all about fine-tuning your intuition. This suggests taking stock today will be greatly aided by your psychic abilities. Today is Yellow Sun, which represents enlightenment, life, and universal fire. The sunny bright day is a portal day, which only happens twice in the Tzolk'in. This gives a bit of intensity to the sun's rays, so be careful and don't get sunburned. Many ideas will pop into heads today, as the sun is always illuminating and transmitting information. Plus, it is a psychic number 7 day, which adds to the downloading of wisdom. Expect the light to shine on things previously hidden to you, and with your path so well lit today, you should make good progress. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Yellow Resonant Sun, Kin 20, 20th of September 2021. Attuning to enlightenment. 29-2021 equal 34 equal 20-9-5 equal 2-14 equal 2-5 equal 7. Day codes 20, the awakening, clear vision. 2 twins, partners, cooperation. 34, learning from past mistakes. 7, magical, mystic, spiritual, initiation. Month year codes 9, endings, destiny, service, humanity, grace. 5, freedom, change, transformation, liberation. 14, media, publicity, promotion, recognition. Kin 20 equal 2, partnership, cooperation, union. 20-20-20, September 20th, Kin 20, and Ahua is the tribe number 20. Triple awakening power on a galactic activation portal day, Kapow, a very powerful ascension code today. Leading up to the equinox portal and the Pisces full moon, this gap day and triple awakening code on the highest tribe in the dream spell is powerfully activating the incoming solar flares and ascension energies, a very potent window for the star blossoms to rise up as Homo Luminous. We also complete our 20-day journey through the tribes in column 1, the first column of the Tzolk'in calendar. Tomorrow we commence our journey at the top of column 2, emphasizing partnerships, coupling, and teamwork, all perfectly in sync with the Libran energies. All these energies are super magnified today due to the galactic activation portal day. Today is the day to shine your inner light, very, very bright. Tone of creation, resonant, tone 7 in the emotional realm. Action inspires, power channels, essence attunement. A very potent code today as we are fine-tuning our channel and aligning our emotional body with our spiritual rainbow bliss body. The path to enlightenment is through the emotional body, which is directly linked to the spiritual and bliss bodies. The mental physical bodies are directly linked to each other, but one cannot access the bliss body through these channels. Clearing and mastering the emotional body is the key to ascension. Today we are attuned to the emotional realm, giving us direct access to this bliss. The resonant tone very powerfully ignites the manifestation potentials today, as it provides the ability to fine-tune and channel these magical wizardry forces. Remember that it is our vibration that will energize our creation, and that this is broadcast through our emotional body rather than our mental body. So it is very important that we are stable, calm, and receptive to our feelings and what frequencies we are actually emitting as a transmitter to the etheric realm. At tone 7, our vibrating phenomenon learns to be still and to listen. Mystical 7 understands that everywhere is magical, but right here is better. Once we attune and then channel the magic through this present moment that is available to us all. Number 7 is also the frequency of the mystic and the magician, which is divinely perfect on a white wizardry wave spell day. Day 7 and tone 7 equal 14, double magic. Day 7 and the White Wizard wave spell brings extra magical power. With the 7 Magician's frequency, the wizard enables you to access great source power through your heart portal, magnetizing and magnetically attracting your desires. A dream code. Planetary service. Today we have phenomenal light codes pouring forth from the great central sun through our galactic sun to fuel our planetary ascension. Spend some time today visualizing this great golden solar energy beaming forth from the 2 suns into every human being on Earth and raising their frequency so that Gaia's frequency can be jet propelled today. Grand rising. Visualize all consenting souls becoming fully awakened and rising into their God consciousness for the highest good of all. Dear ones, planetary Christed star blossoms, today we are turning the tables and flicking the light switch to full luminosity. Bring on the sun and the new golden age. We are Earth and galactic citizens, hereby command our full sovereignty, and we command that all siphoning cords of ill repute are severed permanently as we call back our full life force. We command that the global energy created from this event be channeled through the great central sun and upgraded to the God frequency. As the energy returns through our galactic sun and into the core of Mother Gaia's heart, it is used as fuel to launch and catalyze our planetary ascension to the next stage of our collective evolution with harm to none for the highest good of all. Amen. Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Sabaoth. Today's question is, can I attune to and feel my inner Christed light shining brightly as I resonate in full alignment with all that is, Source? How can I broadcast this radiance to the world? Our completion today results in our total metamorphosis of the golden butterfly, breaking free from the chrysalis, stretching its wings and taking its virgin golden flight, carried by the winds of spirit into the spotlight. Divine blessings for stepping up onto the world stage and radiating your love and light universally. We are now fully birthing this new golden age. In Lakek ala Kin, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger. Kin 20, Yellow Resonant Sun. The mantra, the code for today is, I channel in order to enlighten. Inspiring life, I seal the matrix of universal fire with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of free will. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And on this powerful day of galactic activations and transformations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and click the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your pledges on Patreon and donations that we're able to continue bringing these works to the world and assisting Gaia and all her children in this ascension process. I'd like to thank and welcome Divine Sister of the Light, Paula Hull, for your pledge and support on Patreon. Thank you very much and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to support us in our work and mission and vote for us to continue bringing these works to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. And if you'd like to make a one-time donation, you can do so to our account at PayPal at our link at eaglelovecondor.com. And I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess zodiac totems, other goddesses, and other healing works of art at lunagoddessart.com. And with that, thank you for joining us today, our amazing team, Ground Crew 144 of the New Earth. Keep shining your light brightly into the night and walk gently your sacred path with heart. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and powerful full harvest moon in Pisces. And be sure to make this the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. Namaste.